Hello, everyone. Today we're talking about a business that has customers that never complain and are always happy to see you. Yes, you guessed it. We're talking about dogs, specifically pets. So, what do you got, Lucas?
Man, this topic is freaking amazing. I mean, who doesn't like customers who don't complain? Well, a lot of people are missing out on a great opportunity. So, guys, let me just give you a little bit background information on the pet supplement market. So, Mark, how big do you think is the market right now? And was in 2022?
All right, first of all, pet supplements. What are we talking here, bro? I don't even know. Let's go market size, but what are we talking? Pet supplements. What does it mean?
So vitamins, that's a big thing. Like, for example, it makes your hair more glossy and all that stuff. So yeah, it's kind of fancy. And then of course, like normal food and all that stuff. Yeah, that's basically all included.
So wait, food is considered a supplement?
Well, it depends on what type of food, right? Because they're like, for example, if the dog has allergies to certain things, and I think that would be considered as a supplement.
Ah, okay, specific one. All right,
Yes.
got it. I don't know, $1 billion.
So it's actually 2.4 billion. And
Damn.
by 2030, it will be more than $3.7 billion. So that's a compound annual rate of growth rate of 5.5%.
That's really good.
That's not bad, right? All right, Mike, random fact. How many households in the US have actually a dog?
Okay, how many households are there in the US?
Roughly 100 million.
60.
69 million. So 70% of all households in the US
have
a dog.
Boy.
That's a lot. Now about cats. How many cats?
Man, cats. I mean, they can be nice. They can be nice. 10%.
No, 45.3 million households have a cat.
Damn.
That's a lot, right? I mean, that means there
must be an overlap too.
Yeah, it must be an overlap. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense because if it's like 100 million households there, still 70% have like a pet or like have a dog, and like 45 have a cat. That's quite a lot.
That is.
And it's actually growing. So there are trends. So that's why actually the growth of the pet supplement market is growing so much. It's because like more and more people want to have dogs or cats. And yeah, Mark. So I want to talk to you now about certain levels. All right. Let's start with first. Where are the best customers, Mark? Please explain.
Who or where are they?
No, the dogs. Why are they? Why are they the best customers that anybody can ask for?
All right. So everybody knows dogs are always happy. All right. They're always happy to see you. They never complain. Second of all, we love our pets, specifically dogs, cats. Like these are the bigger ones. So we love them so much, and we can see if they're happy or not. And even then, that might be a placebo. So if you give them a treat that has vitamins in it, every dog loves a fucking treat, man. Just like, give me that treat.
And the best part is the owner's like, oh my God, you see? Oh my God, the hair is now so glossy now. Oh my God, it looks so much better now. I mean, is it just placebo because they're taking care more of the dog because they're buying the supplements and then they just brush it more often? Who knows?
Could be, honestly, but that's my point, man. This is fucking amazing. You just sell them something. It's like an oil salesman, just like, hey, doesn't matter if it does anything. We're happy. Let's fucking go.
Right. Now I want to talk about not only the upsides, like the opportunities, but also the risk, right? Before we jump into all the upsides, let me first talk about the issues that we're facing right now in the supplement market for dogs. And it's that it's not really regulated. So for example, if anything related to humans, like supplements for humans, it need to be tested and there like has to be so many standards help uphold. Whereas for dogs or like pets in general, that's not the case. So the problem is that people or consumers have problems like trusting certain brands because like how do you know that there's a certain standard? Because there is like almost none. So you can relatively easy consider it like a supplement, and it can even be toxic. So because there are not that many high standards there. But now, what are the upsides? So I would like to categorize this one in. All right, let me rephrase this one. So Mark, what have we seen, for example, from bodybuilding going to, for example, gamers? So we have seen like pollination of products which actually sell more in other industries. So, for example, energy boosters. If you look, for example, in bodybuilding, I think like what does a pre-workout cost? Like 30 euros, 30, 35?
No, man, up to 50.
All right now for like 30 servings, something like this. Well, if you have the same one just for gamers, it's like 10 years more, 15 years more. It's crazy. So they just like saying, hey, so you can play all night and be stay always focused. But in the end, it's almost the same ingredients than for bodybuilders. Now, in bodybuilding, you have protein powder. Now, let me raise you. It's called muscle mass for dogs or muscle boosters. So basically, I found like a protein powder for dogs for 400 grams. They charge, no. So, for example, for a kilo, you pay like right now, like 25 euros or 30, something like this. And they charge $43 for 400 grams.
Wait. I have questions. First of all, what are the ingredients? Is this also whey? Or what is it based on?
So it's 70% protein and it's beef protein.
Oh,
so
it's kind of okay.
So what are they doing? Just like the
It's
rest,
collagen.
yeah, of
It's
course.
garbage.
I mean, they just take like a cow, like the stuff they couldn't sell, and just like put it in there. The dog's not going to complain, and they charge 43
Well,
bucks.
also makes the hair really amazing. Actually,
But
collagen
yeah,
is really good for hair.
I mean, dog's not going to complain about it. It's like looks good, can't complain about it.
So the question for me is, do they also come with a workout plan?
No, they do not come with a workout plan because it's just like they say like muscle booster. So basically, they're just like trying to sell protein powder for like so much more.
Yeah, buddy. Ronnie Coleman on the
it's-
front.
Oh, for sure. It's just crazy, like how much they can charge. I mean, muscle booster is just one of them, right? The other one was like anti muscle loss, okay, and it's called Mios. Mios, like K9 muscle formula, sells for $76 for 360 grams with the wonder ingredient called fortitropine. Mark, what is it? What do you guess? What it is?
Jesus, I have no idea. I mean, something animal weight.
So it sounds, first of all, like a super fancy drug, and it's gonna be the game changer of all of the things. One ChatGPT request or prompt later. Well, it's basically fertilized chicken egg yolks that are being basically just used
Ugh.
and then like put in powder form, like dried, and then like put in powder form. And they're charging so much money for it. And first of all, it's not proven scientifically at all that it has any benefits.
Yeah.
So and yeah, but they can charge so much, which is just crazy. Like for me, like supplements for dogs, it feels like now it's in the coming, right? So back in the day, like protein powder was like, oh my god, this guy is taking testosterone.
Steroids,
Oh
man.
my god, why are you taking
Creatine. Oh
creatine?
no.
What is this? Oh my god! Like next thing, you don't have balls anymore, etc. But now I think with dogs is coming as well because people like just they have less kids and now they're like, oh my god, my dog is my kid, so they're spending more time on it. And yeah, Mark, what else do you got?
All right. So we covered already the supplement side, but what about the rest? I mean, the supplements are cool and nice when you're there, but there's also a time when you're on vacation and what do you do with your dog? And unless you have friends to give your dog to or family members, what do you do? Pet lodge. And pet lodging is a massive market, especially in the US. What do we think in market size here?
Oof, massive market. I mean, just so basically, you're giving a dog to a daycare. That's basically what you're trying to tell me, right? I'm
Yes and
saying
no.
600 million.
So the market is 4.2 billion actually.
Holy
4.32
shit.
billion. Yes. It's a big boy. And this is growing 8.4% year over year. So by 2032, we'll be at $9.679 billion.
Man, that's a massive market.
It is incredible. So you mentioned before daycare. So yes and no, most of the stuff is also overnight. So if you still on
Yeah.
vacation, etc., yes, they have the services during the day, but also at night.
Which is super cool. I mean that also plays into the supplements market, right? Because more and more people having dogs, and of course, I mean, if they want to go on vacation, the dogs need a place to stay. Because most of the time, you don't really travel with a dog. For example, also yesterday, a friend of us was visiting us, and like just for traveling from the UK to Spain with a cat, he would have to pay to put it inside the belly of the airplane, like $500, something like this.
That is crazy.
Crazy amount of money, and it's not worth it. So you rather just like give it to a friend, or you take a car. But yeah,
Man, that is insane. So what did we come up with this idea? So, well, a friend was here, and she and her boyfriend, and she loves dogs. She's a fanatic about dogs, and our friend was talking about it. She's like, "Hey, man, I think it's a fucking fantastic idea for her to actually create one of these because a pet lodging, even though there are big players in there like PetSmart, there's some other ones that I have never heard of, but they're apparently really good. Real big Paco Pet Care and Upit Care. I know the name. Paco.
that's a good name. That's a good name.
It's a Chihuahua in there. Um, so you can also do this. There's a lot of smaller ones, like I don't know, like a mom and pop shop. And we
Hmm.
actually watched a video. He sent it to me, where there's this couple that has one that makes $30,000 a month.
Man, that's a lot of money. And I mean, in the end, what do you need? You need like dog food, a garden, so they can play, and yeah, I mean, not that much.
Yes and no. So you also need obviously places for them to sleep. Then they obviously have a routine. You need to
Yeah,
go out with them. You
yeah.
take pictures of them. You always give a
Oh,
quick
that is
summary.
I think that is so cool. Like, imagine you have a black lab, and you go on vacation, right? You always the dog's always in your mind. Like, oh my god, is he doing well? Is he? Is this okay? Did he eat well? And then imagine you just receive a message like, look at this, Satchmo and his new play companion. I mean, we told him not to go into the pool, but he didn't care. He still jumped into it. But look how happy he looks like with that cute smile. So yeah, I think that's super cool.
I like it as well. So I think this is a great idea, and you can make a lot of money. Specifically, I think in markets, the US is developing the fastest, but I think in Europe it's going to come more and more, especially since during COVID, a lot of people bought a lot of pets.
Yeah.
So dogs, I mean, I think who I don't know who told a friend told us that all the people wanted dogs, especially like the breeders weren't like they were struggling to actually fulfill the demand. So insane. So this is only going to go up because people are going to go back to work. Well, also in offices, etc.
Fun fact, Mark. What is right now the breed that is mostly like incoming? Like, what is the right now the most common breed right now?
Most demanded, like or new
Yeah, most
dogs
demanded right now. New
bought.
dogs.
Adobe, Shiba Inu.
No, French bulldog.
Really?
Yeah,
Are they expensive?
I have no idea.
I mean, they're cute, but they have breathing problems.
Yeah,
They
that's
kind
horrible.
of
That's horrible. Look at this guy dying over here just because he's trying to do a Frenchy sound. But yeah, it's quite interesting. And all right, Mark. All right, what if, hear me out. What if you combine the supplements with the daycare, right? I mean, not just like a pop and mom store, just like a whatever, like a one store, but you're making a chain, okay? Now, think about what Alex Hormozy did with this gym, right? With his gym launch. First, he gave like, okay, he introduced software for gyms, etc. But then he launched also a protein line. Now, imagine you have like a dog sitting or like dog care, and then you're introducing like the supplements, because imagine the owner's going on vacation for like 2 weeks, and then in that 2 weeks you just feed that dog like the supplements. Of course, you're going to ask the owner, etc., like, hey, we have like an extra package with all the vitamins, which will have the result this and this. Do you want to book it extra? And if they say, of course I want to. And then I book it, and then at the end the dog, of course, super relaxed, and the fur is so shiny now, and then they're directly going to buy from you.
All right, a few things here. Also, Alex Hormozy said that in his when he was thinking back about it, he regretted choosing creating a second business instead of focusing on growing the first one. So I wouldn't do that. But why not just then either focus on only going in your super high end hotels, uh, dog hotels, or you just create the supplement line that you then partner with already hotels like dog hotels,
Yeah.
and just go that way. Because either way, I would just focus on one business, and this way you're not an average at two, you're great in one.
Makes sense. I like it both. I like it both. I think it all has different. Okay, I would categorize it this way: like starting a dog care takes less. technical expertise, whereas if you want to launch like a supplement line, it takes a different type of person. So I would say that's why probably the businesses wouldn't work with the same person, but they're complementary, and that's why I like them. And yeah, Mark, if anything else to talk about.
I think that's it. I mean, we talked about our best friends already, the four-legged friends, or the cats and dogs. And so I think that's it. I think that was an awesome episode.
Of course, guys, everybody, if you like the podcast, please subscribe, share with a friend, give us 5 stars, and yeah, catch you in the next episode. Peace. That's a pod.